Over 300 households and hundreds of acres of farmlands have been affected by the recent flooding in the Upper Takatu, Upper Essequibo, Region 9. A total of 4 buildings also collapsed in Sand Creek, Awarinau, Shia, and Aishalton. In Shia, Tushao Mr. Jason Kaikan told the DPI that the building which collapsed there killed several sheep.
7 sheep have been killed. 4 belongs to the school and 2 belongs to one of the villagers and 1 also belongs to one of them teachers. 12 sheep were rescued and they are safe now.
Many villages depend heavily on subsistence farming, planting mostly cassava, papaya, and plantains. Tushao of Aishalton, Mr. Michael Thomas, said the flash flood has caused the many cassava tubers to rot, forcing villagers to harvest them prematurely. But storage of the cassava is a sore issue.
We are working closely with the region also to address these issues. But it would be grateful if you can intervene immediately in supporting our farmers with these farine pans and the barrels for faster processing of their cassava.
In Sand Creek, where 114 households were affected by the flood, there has been an increase in cases of diarrhea and vomiting. Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, Lieutenant Colonel Kester Craig, who visited the village, advised the residents to avoid contact with the water and to prevent children from playing in flooded areas. While the water is currently receding in central and south Rupununi, in the south Bakaraima, Tushao of Karasabai, Mr. Marlon Edwards, is fearful of an imminent flood.
What happens during flooding is Karasabai, it becomes like an island. We would be surrounded by very high water, and it's very difficult for us to traverse, for us to go to Latham or to go to Georgetown. So we would be stuck here for the meanwhile.
Lieutenant Colonel Craig said there is likely to be another flood in the region. Therefore, there must be a collaborative effort to examine ways to mitigate and reduce the impact of flooding in the region.
I think it's unsustainable to continue to be responding every time to incidents. So I think we need to talk about how do we reduce the risk. We would have worked with this entire region to develop a risk profile that outlines some of the high-risk area, and I would share that risk profile document with National Drainage Irrigation Authority.
The CDC has already delivered 4,300 hampers to Region 9. A male and a female shelter has been set up in Latham for 36 persons. The regional authorities have also converted Culvert City Nursery, Arapaima Primary, and the Tabachinga Sports Complex into shelters. A total of 5 persons are currently housed at the Tabachinga Sports Complex. Resident of Tabachinga, Mr. Solomon Hanif, is thankful for the intervention by the CDC and the Mayor and the Town Council of Latham.
I would like to say kudos to the CDC for the timely intervention. I'd like to say thank you. On behalf of me and my family and my tenant, I'd like to say thank you.
Lieutenant Colonel Craig said the established shelters must observe the necessary COVID-19 guidelines. The CDC continues to monitor the situation.